Talking about Javian, it was a really scary injury out there. Any word at all at this point?
Yes, very scary. He's at the hospital undergoing tests. He's alert, interacting with the doctors. He does have movement, feeling, and extremities, which is good news, but there's still a lot of tests that he's going to undergo, so we're all praying for him.
Good to hear. So obviously no shame losing to a number 6 team on the road, but when you're in a situation where guys are catching passes with 5, 6, 7 yard cushions, and you have a TD run where he runs straight through 5 tackles, how do you address something like that?
Well, my job, I take responsibility for the performance of the team, so I got to do a better job getting those guys ready to make sure that we're giving them the best chance to be successful. And then the players got to share some ownership and going out and executing the given plays, whether it's man-to-man or zone coverage or tackling, whether it's blocking, whether it's throwing and catching or running. That's, covering punts, we got to do a better job. Obviously, that was very difficult. I think there were some tough matchups out there today, speed-wise and size-wise, so I got to do a better job.
Any other questions in the room?
Obviously, after Javian's injury, everything else seems really trivial at that point. How do you compartmentalize getting the guys to continue to play in just that type of situation?
Yeah, it's very unfortunate. We're all praying for him. Scary. Nobody wants to see that. And you do the best you can to refocus and keep playing. I don't have a great answer.
You were your family, your dad was honored at a pregame ceremony with your mom and your brother. Can you talk a little bit about what that means to you, with your dad having starred here, you being able to go in his footsteps with your brother and the legacy they left here?
Very appreciative to the university and how they treated him and what it did for him. But I don't. This is not an appropriate setting for me to discuss.
Sure.
I don't want to.
Understood.
Anybody else in the room with questions for Coach? Okay, we'll go to Zoom. We'll go ahead and get started with Jeff Rado. Go ahead, Jeff.
Justin, you guys have faced 3 of the highest scoring teams in the country in the last few weeks: Washington, USC, and now Oregon. How does Oregon compare to anybody you play? Are they as good or better than Washington in your mind, or how do you look at them?
I'm more concerned with our team. Those are very talented teams. The level of speed and size and explosiveness that is pretty evident. Like I said, a couple of years ago, we're up here playing the last play of the game, and this last couple of years it just looked different. We've had a harder time. And so I got to do a better job with the team, continue to develop the players on our team, continue to recruit and recruit talented guys that can help us contend. And obviously we're way too far away today. It showed up, so I got to do a better job.
Dustin, your quarterback Fernando Mendoza has made progress the first 3 games. He got pressured pretty seriously today. How do you evaluate how he played?
I think that, watching the video, hard for me to say right now. I think he's a competitive guy. I think he stands in there and will continue to compete. We have to continue to get better. It'd be hard for me to say any player, coach, unit really did enough today for us to have a chance to win in a game like that.
Is there anybody else on Zoom with a question? Okay, thank you.